Hey, it's Chuck Karstensen, Remax Results, and this is Real Estate Shift Show number 44. I haven't done many of these lately. I've addressed it kind of in my last couple Course of Miracles show, very active March. Now we're into April. Things have picked up in real estate. So then just taking the time to do these videos is one thing I'm not doing. But I wanted to today address a common question that we get. One of the most common ones we get is, when can I look at the property? So we have a listing and a buyer calls us directly. Yes, that's a good question. There's probably just a few ways to ask that, but that question sparks maybe several questions for me. So I'm doing a video on this, and sometimes people think, when can I look at the house? And I'd be like so excited just to go show them the property and just meet them at the house. Yes, I'm excited you called. I'm excited to be able to help you. But before we get there, we have to ask some questions because maybe the house is occupied and the seller doesn't just want anybody in there, like somebody not pre-approved. They don't want in there. So I have to ask, hey, have you checked on your financing? That's not always the first question I ask. One of the questions we ask normally, so we ask questions back. So obviously, like I said, is, are you working with a realtor? Again, that might not be the second question I ask, but if they already have a realtor, that realtor, as many people know, can just go set up that property for showing. And then in general, there's several other questions. If that buyer who wants to see the house doesn't have a realtor, doesn't have a financing, that I may need to ask to make sure it makes sense for not only me or my team member to show the house, but also for that person to look at the house. What are you looking for? Oh, I know this about this property, and that's not going to work for you. So why would you want to drive an hour to look at it? So that's a common question we get. I'm giving you a little bit of insight as we just don't go show the house for several reasons. And we can talk more about this in the future.